Hey everyone, it's Calvin and this is Roma Reacts, and we're just going to get straight into it. This is a series where I watch videos that are sent in by patrons, and the first one is sent in by Dodo Dan, and it is called Is this the hardest boss in Monster Hunter is what it's called. There's an ad for B&Q beforehand, which is always a very good thing. I like to keep the ads on just because it makes sense for me. Let's get into this. It'd be handy if you put the volume up. So Monster Hunter is something that Dodo Dan sends in quite a bit, and it's something that like it's
Is this the hardest boss in Monster Hunter? That's not really an easy question to answer, but
great voice, by the way. Great voice.
The conclusion that I've come to. So to explain my reasoning, let's look at some ground rules. I won't be putting too much weight into the numbers for two reasons. Number one, a large HP pool does not make a boss difficult. This isn't just a Monster Hunter thing.
I agree with this.
Think of a game you've played where you just wailed away at a boss for 30 minutes, knowing
this is so true.
Of skill, but of patience. Equally, while raising the attack stat could result in a fight that requires you to make less mistakes, it's also generally a boring and artificial way to increase the difficulty. Reason number two is a bit more simple. If we wish to use stats to determine this answer, we can just look at some random anomaly monster because these numbers are silly. That's a lame answer to me, but if you think stats determine challenge, that's totally fine. Your opinion is just as valid as mine. I just have a cheap microphone and a little number next to my name.
No, I totally agree that like boss battles that are too long aren't considered difficult to me. They're not difficult to me.
The reason for this will become clear later. Alright, disclaimers out of the way, let's look at... So this fight technically has three phases. It begins with Primordial Malzeno in its normal form, and right off the bat you'll notice something that'll gradually disappear throughout the rest of the fight. You see, Monster Hunter is known for its almost turn-based style of attacks, cooldowns, and punishes, and this first phase perfectly embodies that idea. Naturally, being the last boss in the game, these attacks deal tons of damage and are pretty wide-reaching. However, crucially, they're all very telegraphed and relatively easy to avoid once you know the patterns. It's a simple and fundamental heavy phase of the fight. He's still got a few tricks up his sleeve though, thanks to the follow-ups that are designed to bait and punish counters, just like normal Malzeno but to an even greater degree. For example, there's this attack where he'll stab forwards followed by a swipe. If you counter the first hit,
but there are telegraphs. It seems like there are telegraphs.
Up a tackle with a stab.
Yeah.
Malzeno's got tons of combos like this. It's kind of his whole thing. But once you learn what you can and can't counter, along with when it's safe to wirefall,
this is it. It's about being. I'm just talking about why I love about boss battles, but like I do like what this person's saying. I think they're very smart. Me saying they're very smart. They agree with me. They're smart.
It's for this reason that I really enjoy this phase of the fight. That brilliant, almost turn-based style of older games in the series really starts to shine through here. In fact, it feels like the entire first phase consists of that style. It's all very simple and fundamental. Those are the two best words to describe how this fight starts.
Fair enough, yeah, fair enough.
Gradually changes as the fight goes on. So just based on the first phase alone, this obviously isn't the hardest boss, but things begin to change in phase 2. Phase 2 begins when Primordial Malzeno begins to lose its luster and youthful glow, which are both quickly replaced by an insatiable bloodlust as the monster begins to see red and become far more aggressive towards anything and everything near it.
Second phases are always terrifying. Second phases are so scary.
Its attacks with the bloodlust status effect. Naturally, this expands its moveset with new attacks like these waves of energy that it can launch at you. But more importantly, this is where the feel of the encounter begins to change. Remember when I said, and right off the bat you'll notice something that'll gradually disappear.
Flashback to the start of the video.
Well, that something is the back and forth nature of this fight. The start of this fight feels almost like an official sporting match where there are rules and regulations.
Which is always like one of my favorite boss battles. Boss battles that feel like dance-offs rather than battles themselves, you know?
By the brutal bloodlust it starts to demonstrate as the fight goes on. There are far more follow-ups, the combos are getting longer, and now the bloodlusted status effect is introduced, which, once induced, forces you to fight even more aggressively as well. It's like the two of you started out boxing in an official match, but as the fight goes on, you eventually end up in an Arby's parking lot at 2 in the morning, slightly inebriated, with nothing on your mind but causing pain to whatever is standing in front.
This guy's really good videos.
That was a weird analogy, but I think you get the
idea.
I get it.
I get it.
Probably seems pretty tame so far. Sure, the monster is aggressive and counters your own counters, but it's phase 3 where things really start to change. Let's talk about the final phase where everything we've seen so far is taken to its most extreme conclusion. Phase 3 is where Malzeno has fully lost it. This is where the fight has deteriorated from a final showdown between two rivals into a desperate and frantic scramble to see who can outlast the other. And I really do think frantic and desperate are the perfect words to describe this phase of the fight.
Okay.
If this phase was the entire fight, there would be no doubt in my mind that this is, without question, the hardest boss I've ever
But you don't think that now, I guess.
I understand that's quite a claim to make, but let me explain why I'm so confident in that fact. Remember this combo? This is about 16 consecutive hits, each of which deals more than enough damage to cart you if you're not careful with your health. But what really makes this combo so hard to deal with is that tools like wirefalls and counters, the tools you've used so often as get out of jail free cards, don't really work here. That's true for a bit of Rise, most of Sunbreak, and nearly all of the Risen monsters, but here it's taken to a completely different level. Look at the Risen Teostra fight, for example. This fight is quite challenging. If you counter carelessly here, you'll be punished for it.
Good.
The same is true for
Good.
wirefalling. You have to time them correctly and use them when you have an opening to do
I love
so.
a boss
But
like
in
that
this
that
case,
punishes you that
Primordial
much.
Malzeno
You shouldn't
moves
just be able to
so
slap away at a boss, I
aggressively
don't think, and just
frequently
make
that
it work, you know?
can't just rely
Shouldn't
on
be able to do it.
counters and
That's a bad
wirefalls
boss.
to save you. Think about it in terms of offense versus defense. You have 3 defensive chances thanks to your wire bugs. In terms of offense, Malzeno has 16. Now this isn't to say that counters and wirefalls don't work here at all. You just can't fully rely on them since there are so many attacks here. This phase isn't just this combo though, and if you can survive it, Malzeno will actually give you a massive opening which pretty dramatically lowers the difficulty of this phase, even if they are few and far between. What really makes this phase so challenging is that in between those openings, he'll launch laser beams that cover massive areas, string his attacks together like he's playing a fighting game, and even teleport for quick follow-ups, which is something I've never
The person
seen
who makes these
monsters
videos, by the way,
in
is
the series do.
is
When it
extremely
teleports, you
passionate
can't
about
track
this
it like
stuff,
every other
and
monster.
like
You
has
just
a
have to
fantastic
know where it's
voice,
going to end up.
which makes this
And
a lot
even if
easier to
you
listen
do
to.
know where it ends up, this motion is just so fast that it can be really tricky to avoid. With all of that said, you do still have clear openings here, and despite how hectic this phase of the fight is, with enough practice, it, like practically every other monster in the series,
go.
is manageable.
There you go.
Is this the hardest boss in the series?
And it is like, it is about
Honestly,
just practice with most
no,
boss. Good boss
probably
battles just
not.
take
I'd put it at
practice.
maybe second or third, with the number 1 being a monster from 4 Ultimate, a monster that I personally struggled with more than any other monster in the series. In fact, I nearly stopped playing these games altogether because I truly couldn't figure out how to beat it. That monster was Zamtrios. This may be a surprising
Looks like a
choice,
weird
but let me
ice
explain.
shark.
4 Ultimate was my first Monster Hunter game. and
That looks
Zamtrios
exactly
was
what
the
it
first
is.
challenging monster that I ran into. When I fought Primordial Malzeno, I had a little over 2,000 hours in the series, and when I fought Zamtrios, I had about 10, maybe 12. I think everyone has a monster like this, that first big wall that you have to overcome before you get through the rest of the game, and by extension, the series. It's
There you go.
that monster
But I feel like
that
that's always a
usually
good
the most
roadblock to have. It's the
challenging
same in
for most
Dark
players.
Souls. You have a
Maybe
roadblock
that
boss
seems
that
like
really
a cop-out
teaches you how to
answer,
like
but even if
die.
I said
You know,
Primordial
learning to die is
Malzeno
important
the
too.
hardest monster in the series, it still wouldn't be totally accurate. This is because Monster Hunter is a series that prides itself on variety. In Monster Hunter World, there are 14 different weapon types, each of which has its own unique moveset. Some deal damage up close, some from far away, some are fast, some are slow, some are combo heavy, and some are counter heavy. You get the idea. See, one of the best parts of Monster Hunter is that ability to customize your experience. I've mentioned once before why this fact makes judging a monster's difficulty so challenging. However, there's something else that changes the task from challenging to impossible. If I were to compare my experiences with Nergigante versus Magnamalo, I'd have to consider that I used Greatsword when hunting Nergigante for the first time and Switch Axe on Magnamalo. I'd have
Yeah,
to
it changes
consider that
everything.
Magnamalo is built for a game where the hunter is faster and has more evasive options.
Again, like
I'd have
just
to think
I
about
can only
the
compare
wire
this stuff to
bugs and
Dark
how they
Souls, but like
change
it makes a
combat.
lot of sense when I do
You
compare it to
get
Dark
the point.
Souls.
There's simply too many variables in just this
Yeah.
one example.
Like if
of
you
two
fight
relatively similar
a
monsters.
boss in
But the
Dark Souls
final
with
nail in the
a
coffin
dagger,
here
or
is
fight
I'm
them with
just
like
one person. Think about
the
it.
Balder
Even if
side
I
sword with
somehow
no
planned
buffs
to compare both of
versus
these monsters from the very start and used the exact same weapon on both, and
the
somehow
Great
eliminated
Axe.
the
It's gonna be a
variable
completely
fire
different
bugs,
fight.
there are still hundreds of hours between this hunt and this one.
And
I'm
time is
significantly
it's
more
time is different too. This
experienced
makes
hunter now when I
perfect
fight
sense.
Magnamalo than I was when I fought Nergigante, and when I fought Nergigante, I was far more experienced than I was when I fought Zamtrios. So is Primordial Malzeno the hardest boss in the series? For me personally, the answer is no, but if you think it is, that's totally fine. Your opinion is just as valid as mine.
No, it's not. Don't
I just
give
gotta
in to
keep
them.
microphones
No, I'm
and
joking.
a little bit of explaining.
That's cool. Okay, so there is like a power level thing in these games as well, which like is interesting. I do like that about like games like this. Again, opening my horizons with stuff like this always is very interesting. And like again, like I can only compare it to stuff that I know about, but that is really cool to see that as well, because I do agree with them. By the way, one of the things that like two things: you should be punished for a boss if you're being careless. You'll never learn if you're being careless. Second of all, like there is so many variables when you come into a boss battle, but also like if a boss battle is just long, is it really difficult? No, it's not. It's just long, because like dying after 20 minutes of fighting a boss, that's not hard. That's just, it's really annoying. That's all it is. The next video is sent in by Redacted, and it is a Vocaloid song for Himiko, who I love dearly, and it's called Nye. So this is probably going to have a lot to do with the Nye. There we go. Nye, nye, nye. So Himiko's one of my favorite characters in the show, in the game. We more and more appreciated her, I think, and I think I also like felt kind of a affinity towards her because of how much Tenko adored her too. After Tenko passed away, I was like, okay, I gotta take care of Himiko more for Tenko. My little power is charging. These TDS days, I'm not a grown cage. I love the new light. Teenage. I just use magic. Yep. Yeah, she's a mage. A real mage. Not a magician. She's a real mage. I'm always amazed. Himiko. Oh god, my girl. Oh god, and of course, freaking Natua and freaking Angie. Horrible death. One of the most horrible deaths ever. And it's just a scratching clawing on the sink, isn't it? This image as well. This image is so iconic now. Amen. She's still, yeah, praising it to her. My desperation is growing. A frantic prayer. Hey, are you there? Yeah, are you still there? Oh my god, yeah, for the characters that passed away. Yeah, she went through a lot. She went through a lot more than a lot of her characters did, which helped, not helped her. Look, this is horrible. I never like seeing this. Forced her to grow up is probably the word for it. What's the point of it anyway? Sorry. Turning in words that came too late. Magic, stop it. If I keep remembering that one, I'll have to live again. Timing on the anime, on the is still there. Magic, even if you can't go where you cause are yet. Magic, I'm a fuzz without a plan. Magic, stop it. It's trying to feel the pain. All I hear is the anime time. Magic, I feel my heart was fast, but I knew. Magic, it's too light, then why does this start? It's lonely now. But like, she has people by the end, for sure. Oh, this image too. Again, really cool. Again, this is stuff I just never interacted with before, you know, being shown to me in a whole new light, that I obviously knew about, but I didn't know about, you know what I mean? I knew about it, but I didn't interact with it until like you guys showed me that. And this is what's so cool about the Roma React show, is that usually it is stuff that like I would never have interacted with, and then get to interact with it now. It like opening up new horizons. This next one is sent in by Summer Oasis, and it's I pulled a Chi-Chi. Is it pulling a Chi-Chi good or bad? Is pulling a Chi-Chi good or bad? I pulled a Chi-Chi. Oh no. Is this good or bad? I pulled a Chi-Chi. Is this good or bad? It's a very sad song. I pulled a Chi-Chi. No. I'm not feeling very no. Wait, is it bad to pull a Chi-Chi? I pulled a Chi-Chi. It's not good. I never even understand that. I still don't understand pity. You didn't even get a coaching? She's like dead? Is that it? Oh my god, this is so short. This is like really funny. I pulled a Chi-Chi, lost my 50-50, at 90 pity. That was really, really good. The next one is sent in by Polka Girl, and it is called Dragon's Den. Is that what it's called? Dragon's Den versus Red. Is this a Pokemon Silver versus Pokemon Gold battle? It could be. Let's see. But I'm guessing it's a song. One of the best moments I think of Pokemon Silver is when you meet. So it might be Heart Gold and Heart Silver, because I actually haven't played Heart Gold and Heart Silver. I've only played Silver. I know of Heart Gold and Heart Silver. Like the only story I haven't played like in terms of like for full stories is Pokemon Black and White. Oh, it is singing. Okay. Well, you gotta fight Red. I think that's what this is about. He's gotta fight Red. Yeah. Very, very... I chose Totodile as my starter for this, for Pokemon Silver. I'm guessing this has to be Heart Gold and Heart Silver, right? Very good voice as well, though. Is this like unofficial? Like someone just recorded this? Like obviously the video's unofficial, but like the audio itself. Mount Silvergate. Is this where you meet? This is unofficial art for sure. No. This is a hard... I don't think I've ever, like, fully, like, comprehended. Like, as a kid, this was insane. Like, this is insane. Fighting someone named Red that you didn't even know who was, because I didn't play... I played Yellow after I played Silver. You know what I mean?
Once upon a time, I passed every test, walked the victory road, thought I was the best. More challenges came, never was impressed. Still more roads to walk.
They're making this like, because again, this battle is tense. This is one of those things where it's like, oh my god, like we actually, like I think he has like level 80 Pokemon as well.
All my work undone, Silver Mountain climbed, but silence is gold, so no more prattle. Prove your strength to.
And like how much like Red must have changed as well. They're really encapsulating that as well.
Across the land I have traveled, now I see you and me meant to be in this battle. And your fun jumpy end just begun, face disaster, Pikachu. I choose you, time to prove just who is the master. You've come so far and yet the world's still wider. Another challenge for a wide-eyed fighter. The very best like no one ever was. I remember when that was my cause, seeing it. Oh,
Yeah. And you still have a Pikachu? I guess it is Pokemon Yellow, yeah. I don't think I evolved my Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow.
my torch is passed only if you can last. Human monster, time to
Yeah, they're like level 82, man.
let's see how you move on.
He has a Charizard and a Snorlax. That's insane. Charizard is still probably the one of the most powerful Pokemon in history, though, right? I've seen people steamroll the entire Pokemon game with just Charizard.
you, I choose you. Time to prove who's the master. If your time is now, if you are the best through the roads you've walked, you face one more test. Let this challenge prove that I can be strong. Two champions clash. There's no right or
There isn't a right or wrong. It's just a battle between two really good trainers. Trainer Gold. I was Trainer Silver. That's me. Is that? Oh, there's gonna advertise your stuff. Give yourself some credits. Yes, please. There we go. I'll like. I won't subscribe. This must be an older video. It must be like at least 4 or 5 years old because like subscriptions, like people don't ask for subscriptions as much as they used to. I don't think I ever do. Yeah. Get to the Patreon, guys. And there's some patrons. It looks really cool, actually. Get your Patreon money. Get it. You have to get it. You know. That was really cool. It's one of those things where, like, as well, like, where I don't fully always understand, like, you know, how as a kid you don't understand like how important these battles are, but like in your head you still make up like a scenario. For me, the battle between me and Red was terrifying. You know what I mean? But I didn't understand that it was just like, you know. Like, it was actually, like, to a lot of people, it was probably, like, the most epic thing in the world. It was terrifying to me, but it wasn't, like, I didn't see it as epic. I didn't see it as epic at the time. The next video is sent in by Kerbluffle, and it is a Genshin Impact fan animation. I have no idea what the fan animation is going to be, but we'll check it out. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Pretty animation, though. Remember we thought this was, like, the peak? I thought this was the peak of the game. I was like, this is it. Lisa there as well. Our girl. Amber? I miss Amber so much. Look at that smile on Paimon. Paimon has never looked so pleasant. She's a hen. She's a chicken. Oh, wow. That was really pretty. Okay, cool. A really short and sweet video. To the point. I like it. It's really nice. Really good animation. Really, really pretty. Again, it's so weird how we thought that was the peak, right? We thought it was really the peak. The next video is sent in by Felicitas Felix, and it is a song from Genshin, and it's called Die Midsummernacht Fantasy. Usually with these songs, like, you know, we sent them in last week as well, and I just bop along to them and, like, you know, interject whenever I can. Really, there's, like, really pretty music. So I'd actually like to see where this, what this sounds like. Is this a song that's tied to the Prinzessin? I wonder. Could be. It's a gorgeous song, though. I guess this feels like you're going around a haunted mansion or a haunted ship or a haunted theme park, which I'm all for. Anyone who's been in the channel for a long time knows my love for haunted mansions or scary mansions. Top tier aesthetic. Always. Is this a song we've encountered before as well? I wonder. It probably is. Or maybe it's a song we'll never encounter. It's really pretty, though. It's really, really pretty. Oh, okay, there's a change coming. There's definitely a change. Oh. Yeah, you're on some gain. Oh, okay. Okay. There's some gain out of there as well. There was some, like, heaviness. There's a chunkiness out of there earlier on there for a bit. Oh. There's like little chunky, like, gainy guitar riffs in there, and I love it. Can you hear it? You can kind of hear it. Here we go. I thought I was gonna change there. Don't have good instincts, guys. I do not have good instincts. Oh. Yeah. It's way more pronounced this time. Oh, there it is. That's guitar riffs and guitar solos that fit the song, by the way. So many times, soundtracks will have songs that, or bands will do songs that the guitar solo doesn't fit the actual song itself. That's silly. It should, like, Mastodon are so good at this, are making a solo that, like, you know, the solo for, Steam Breather? When, like, it's like, you know, it's like, and like it fits the song perfectly, and this here fits the song as well. You can add a solo to your songs. Like, I think people think I hate guitar shredding solos. As if it fits the theme of the song, 100% I love it. Listen to the song Steam Breather by Mastodon, it's fantastic. Wait, is it done? That went by super fast. That went by really super fast. Thank you so much for sending it in, Felix. Really, really, really pretty song. And the next one is sent in by Malcolm Condé. And it is the official teaser. This is actually super exciting to see because, like, I've been wanting to see something like, well, I love seeing the character demos. It's not a teaser, it's a demo. And I guess here is where we're kind of like going to get to see her, like, in a whole different light. Oh god. Look at Mondstadt, what the hell? Oh, this is when the Storm Terror was attacking it. That was so, that's feels like such a long time ago. It's been like 3 months for us. And there's Oz. Oh, that's a great voice performance for Oz. Great design, fantastic. Look, and the bow work is actually really good for her. I actually like using the bow. You know, I actually like using the bow with her. It actually made me like bow users in this game. Oh, beautiful laugh, beautiful laugh. Oh, Amber? I guess it is a good combo, isn't it? Amber and Fischl together, throwing the bomb, then use Oz at the same time. Oz is such a fun electricity move, and the fact that it just stays on them for a bit actually works out super well. You want me to get your salary so he also gets your salary for her? He works super hard for this lady. He works super hard for Fischl. That was really cool too. I love Fischl's character design. It's always been something that I've been super into. I think that, like, the reason why, like, it's always hard for me to describe why I love a character design. And I think sometimes people are kind of like, you know, like, well, why don't you like my character design? I love Fischl's design probably just because I love the tattered aspect of it. I love the eye patch. The colors are really pretty. It fits her personality really well. It fits the personality of someone who's trying too hard, but at the same time, like, succeeded in trying too hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the next one's sent by KoIS, and it is a Zhongli character tales. Which I didn't know they did character tales as well, and it's called Additional Expenses.
This is me, fairy lady at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
She works at funeral parlor. Beautiful character design. Zhongli is a beautiful character design too, in fairness. I actually really like Zhongli.
This Noctilucous jade is small, but a beautiful shade of translucent blue.
No concept of money because everyone funds him already. You know what I mean? And by the way, I know the twist. I know the twist now.
Before it is fired in the kiln? Fascinating. The flower turns to ash, but its shape is forever retained. Such genius. It would be a pity to not purchase this.
Yes, sir.
Core lapis is itself hard to gather. It must have taken true skill indeed to unearth two pieces so alike.
And you're gonna buy it?
We should buy them.
Yep.
A fine Noctilucous jade, artisan porcelain, and a pair of core lapis, and a windwheel aster as a gift for the fairy lady. Yes, he even got me a gift. Mr. Zhongli truly is an amazing person.
And, like, again,
When
like,
Zhongli is cooking,
yeah, the food as well. Doesn't see the concept of money, but I also think it's a very charming aspect of Zhongli as well.
I'm fine with anything.
Oh, look at this.
Long as it's good.
Child is beautiful
But
here.
do
What
they
the
only
heck?
have chopsticks?
Too tall,
You
though.
need to be
Too
adept
tall.
with
We need to do something about
chopsticks
that.
if you are to truly appreciate Leo-esque astronomy.
Mr. Zhongli!
Changling!
Springvale boar on the menu today? Would you like to try it instead of the salt and pepper tofu?
We'll have both.
Yeah, you.
In accordance
Who's
with
paying?
Smash Customs,
Who's paying?
Give Xiaoling a tip for her amazing new dish.
You give her a tip? That's
Mr.
not a very
Zhongli
good tip,
values
though, is
friendly
it?
ties over
Compared to,
more,
like, you
and is
spent
generous
100
in word and deed. Well, the Wangxiang
Actually, if
funeral
you're
parlor often foots the cost of his
1,000 more,
generosity.
888 more for a $1,000 dish. That's actually probably a very good tip,
the
isn't it?
Northland Bank is bearing this particular bill.
Where I'm from, you don't really, you can tip, but you don't
Come
necessarily
in.
tip because they get
Excluding
paid
this pair
well
of
enough to not
hairpins,
have to tip.
everything else is for sale.
They're not for sale. Why not?
Well, that's not gonna be good for him. He likes buying stuff.
These are heirlooms pawned by a poor fellow to scrounge together money for his wife's medication. I must hang on to them for him until the redemption period expires.
Oh,
I paid off the shopkeeper and took this pair of hairpins, seeking to return them to their owner with some living expenses on the side. Please help me to conceal these expenses in our accounts, would you? I will be
Oh
sure
my
to buy
god.
you
So he
lunch.
actually has a very like, and I agree. I don't want to spoil my take on him because my take on him is actually you know like
Once
I think
become entangled with Mr. Zhongli,
I think people
there's
are gonna
no
like
getting away from him at all.
wait, once you're entangled with them, yeah. PS4, iOS, Android, Windows. Is it not an Xbox or Switch? No, I actually do like him as a character quite a bit, and I understand that like it's one of those things where like of course like he's very likable. He's a very nice character. No concept of money, which is so funny, and it's explained why he doesn't have concept of money later on in the game. Like Child as well as another character, I think a lot of people are going to have a very there I have conversations in my video on Wednesday about. Personally, I think that like, you know, like we won't spoil it, but I actually think that, you know, he was kind of like misunderstood in a way too, and I think I even misunderstood him for a bit as well. But we're going to be watching next a video from V Mika. And it is the K Project Season 1 trailer fan-made English dub. I'm always interested in seeing more anime stuff on the channel, because I've always been really into anime. And this looks like a classic anime. I wonder if where you can watch this. Gorgeous. Oh my god. Look, this is a great design.
I thought you understood their fellow clansman was murdered.
What?
Now they're out.
Look at that animation. What the
It's been
hell?
a terrible mistake, and they think I killed one of their members.
Why are animes like they're like pre-2012 like always so perfect?
I don't get it.
I feel like it was a time when like they were just trying to be like a very serious medium. And at times too, like there was a period of time, wasn't there, like between like,
Possibility of a fourth explanation.
am I right in saying like 2001 to 2012, where there was like a lot of animes trying to be like very serious?
And of all the kings,
Which is
he
good.
possesses the most violent.
They're my favorite ones.
There are 7 kings in total.
7
Each
kings.
clan is different, depending on the king who rules.
This looks
them.
really
If I
cool.
had to describe the Red Clan in one word, that word would be.
I love the guy with this guy here with the skateboard.
They are beings
So freaking
endowed
cool. Look at
with
this.
Great powers that embody the natural laws of this world. The power of the king is what runs this country.
What? Tatara, another king did this? Is that true? I, my friend, am the 7th king, the colorless king.
At this point, I can't say with absolute certainty that I'm not a murderer.
So then, who are you?
Wait, so he murdered someone but doesn't know he murdered them.
Makoto?
This looks really cool. Even the set pieces are really nice too. I need to see this. I need to see this somehow.
Scepter 4, and also as one of the 7 kings, to detach myself from
I
you and
imagine.
defeat you
Oh god. Okay.
personally.
I imagine it's not on Crunchyroll. I imagine it's one of those shows that Crunchyroll refuses to buy
slowly but surely reaching its limit.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're not concerned, you should be.
So cool. The guy in the skateboard is like so cool.
This is our home. We have to stay here.
In a worst-case scenario, this island could become a battleground for a clan war.
Don't talk about my people like you know them. I know you. You're nothing but a traitor. Relax and let your body drift into the silence and the peaceful serenity.
Yeah, I need to see this. I definitely need to see this. The guy in the skateboard is sending me over and over again.
The truth is, the boy you know as Yashiro Asana may never have existed to begin
What?
with.
We used to have so much fun hanging out with you and laughing about all our adventures together. You were truly
It's something I need to like watch. It's something I definitely need to watch.
If I take my eyes off him, he'll just fade away.
And it's called K Project, or is it called K? Just called K. Just K, is it K Project? Is that, I don't know. Like honestly, I really feel like anime is one of the things that like I have a very weird opinion about it. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, we shouldn't have a monopolization of anime, and then it's like also we need people to buy up the anime shows so we can actually watch them, because it's probably on DVD somewhere but not able to be bought in like my region, you know what I mean? That's usually what happens, and like then I have to watch it online, which is no problem watching online, but like I just like to watch it on my TV sometimes, you know. I mean, I like the comfort of it. But that was really cool. I'm actually going to seek that out. The next video is sent in by Jewpiker, and it is Flowey teaches you how to make a peanut butter sandwich. Oh no. Oh no.
Grab a plate. I'm using a paper plate. I know they're bad for the environment,
They are.
but I'd rather put a gun in my mouth than do another dish. Next up,
Jesus.
bread. I ran out of the good pieces of bread, so I have to use those weird end pieces. Not ideal, but we'll make it work. Next up, grab your peanut butter.
The ends of the bread is always nice. The bun, the butts, the butts.
Now that you got your peanut butter, grab a utensil.
We call them the crusts. The crusty end.
I'm using a plastic fork because, like I said, I refuse to do dishes ever again in my fucking life, and I ran out of plastic knives. I know some of you in the comments section would complain about me using plastic, but I bet you wouldn't say that shit to my face in real life. If this shit ever ends and we go outside again, I dare you
So
to
it's during
step
the
up to me in
pandemic?
street. Try me, step up, you fucking pussies! You think I'm fucking
Jesus Christ.
Peanut butter sandwich.
Well, like I don't eat peanut butter, but like I imagine that's exactly what Fly would say to me while he was making a peanut butter sandwich. So, nothing we can do about that. I imagine that's exactly what he would say, to me anyway. Flowey's not the most secure in themselves of a character. The next video sent in by it's a symbol. I call it, like, I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's a symbol that I'm not really used to seeing. If you want to tell me how to pronounce your name, I can totally do that for you. And don't feel bad coming to me and being like, this is how you pronounce it, or you should have known this, or whatever. Just like do the full pronunciation, and that's how we'll figure this out together. The next video is sent in by that person, and it is an Albedo still life and creation character teaser. I love this character design, Albedo's character design. I think he's absolutely gorgeous.
Mysterious art that revolves around
he's a
all
painter.
living things, and the study of life in particular requires painting.
What's her name? Sugar?
Yes.
Sucrose,
You
isn't
certainly
it?
make wonderful paintings
Or like
of anything that
glucose.
piques your interest, Mr. Albedo.
Jesus.
Arise.
So they
lifeless
become real?
dust of the universe and that within. Thou art reborn.
That's a crazy power to have.
Do you understand now?
Doodle Bob, you know?
Simply amazing, Mr. Albedo.
That's Doodle Bob powers right
Next,
there.
I will paint the common V-shape. I find the carapace to be its most enjoyable feature. The intricate
Beautiful hair.
patterns
Look at that.
and
Look at
even
that beautiful
sheen.
hair.
But the rest of the V-shape is quite ordinary.
I'm not a big fan of
Requires
painting. I
but
like
few
drawing. I don't like
brush
painting.
strokes.
I always hated painting.
Voila. Arise, lifeless dust.
What did he create?
Excuse me, Mr. Albedo, but I fear creating such creatures may sit outside the sphere of acceptability.
Oh, he created like
Never
a bad creature?
Is that so?
Just like always, overly passionate about what piques your interest, yet completely indifferent towards anything
And rightly so.
otherwise.
Rightly so.
Your swing in interest this time didn't even leave you long enough to finish your painting.
Oh, so you didn't finish it? What is that? He's like, is that me? Is that me? Oh no, it is a Doodle Bob thing. That's a monstrosity. That's an affront to God. Very cool. I hope we get him. We're still going to try and get him. I'm not stopping. You should see in the latest video, we spend like all our gems on him. Spoiler. I'm not going to stop. It's not a situation where I will stop whatsoever. That was really cool again. I loved seeing Albedo. It's a character I think I'm going to be very, very like into once we do get him. And we will get him, hopefully. Man, if we don't get him, it's going to be very upsetting. But look, there's nothing you can do about it if we can't get him. The next video is sent in by Nightmare444 and is a Wild Arms Alter Code F opening. HD. So Wild Arms is a series I've always wanted to get into. JRPGs should mix with cowboy stuff and like Western stuff. I can't believe there's not more of the games like this, like, but it's so unique because it is like this. Like, because Western movies have the same themes as JRPGs, you know, the one ultimate bad guy, they have power levels, they have better cowboys, other cowboys, they have a cowboy trying to get better and like he was a disgraced cowboy coming back to save his land and all this stuff to save his people. It's so JRPG, you know what I mean? They mix together so well. I can't believe there's not more of this, you know? Music is fantastic too. I actually like really want to try this. It's one of those things I never got around to trying following the balloon everywhere. It's one I never got around to trying because I like I don't want to say I didn't have the time, but it's just more like the thing is I didn't have the time. And usually games come out that you're like, oh, I play this one. And I think you can actually get them on the PS5 now and Xbox. You can get them on Xbox as well. I think so. Anyway, I could be wrong. And the Vita, you can get them on the Vita for sure. Actually, might be a very cozy Vita playthrough to play this game. All-timer main character design here as well, by the way. Oh, there's robots? Yeah, man, this is good. Oh, there's a pirate, there's a sailor. Yeah, these are really good designs. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, there's robots and stuff? What the hell? I didn't know this. Wow. And this looks like there's some motion. Yeah, I can't get over how great the character design is for the main character. It's really good. Is that it? No, there's more. There's definitely more. Oh, it's a thanks for watching scene. Yeah, like, no, like, it's a series I want to get into at some point. I love JRPGs. It's my favorite genre of games. And it's just a matter of, like, actually finding the time to get into them, you know, at this point. And I think I will. Like, I love the Wild Arms aesthetic, and I think it will be something I'd really, really like to get into at some point. There's another ad on this as well. Best Friends Forever. What's this? Seize Them. It's a movie. We'll have to watch this at some point. Thank you so much for that. The next one sent in by Nico-san, and it is the Pokemon Dreaming of Good Times video. It would be helpful if we didn't be unmuted. I muted for ads sometimes. Whoa, beautiful animation already. Oh my god. Oh, it's Fivel. That's my Pokemon Fivel. They actually took my Pokemon and put it in the video. My Fivel. I can't wait to get Fivel back on the team. We're going to be getting him back on soon. This Totodile. This is gorgeous. Is this the TV show or is this just a fan animation? It says Pokemon Dreaming of Good Times. It looks like it's a fan thing. Because if this is an actual TV show, this would be easily watchable all the time. I never really got into the Pokemon anime myself, so like, you know, I used to watch a few episodes of it with my nephews and stuff. Yeah, this is a really, really beautiful video. Wait, is that a girlfriend showing off her boyfriend to her dad with like 2 tough boy Pokemon? Yeah, I really like that. Oh my god, that was a really good drawing. Oh my god. Meowth's a creep. Oh, look at that. This is really pretty. This is always like so cool because like what Rome Reacts does is this is stuff I would never see by myself. I would never see this. Oh, you're still stuck in the car with Psyduck. I would literally cry. Actually, Psyduck looks like he's just not minding it. He's minding his own business in fairness. Oh, that's the Quay something? Quay something? Quay something, I think it's called. Let's see. There's credits? There's credits? There's credits. Yeah, get the credits in. He's still stuck in the car with Psyduck. Oh, Psyduck is sleeping. Just worst Pokemon to be stuck in a car with. Imagine being stuck in a car with like some of the real creeps in Pokemon Violet. This is just gorgeous. It was gorgeous animation. Made me feel something as well. Thank you so much for showing me this. It's really good animation, really gorgeous colors. And like that's the thing, like colors are so important in some of this stuff as well. Like really important in this stuff as well. The next one is sent in by Orange Bang, and it is the Fischl introduction. This is where Fischl was, we met them, but we didn't get to meet them in the game because obviously Fischl, we missed the character event, and it's apparently never coming back. So this is basically how the Traveler met Fischl in game.
A meteor shower last night. The strike zone was very large, covering the entire countryside of Mondstadt and Liyue. The meteorites seem to harbor a strange power.
What type of strange power?
A power that sends any who touch them into a deep sleep. The guild believes the meteorites to be highly dangerous.
Whoa, that does sound pretty serious.
Truth be told, we have never encountered anything like this before. The Adventurers Guild is currently stretched beyond capacity. We are relying on our members across the land to rally together and support the relief effort at this trying time. One moment. Safety must come first.
Catherine, vassal of the Imanachai? Do mine ears deceive me? Or didst thou cry out mine holy name in earnest supplication not one moment ago?
Ah, you've arrived.
A pleasure to meet you again, Catherine.
Did that raven just speak?
Nice to meet you too, my friend. Though I'm sure you must have seen phenomena far stranger than myself before.
My loyal subjects, I see your faces are filled with fear and trepidation at the vile and villainous evils that once again seek.
I love how they have a translator. The actual Knights of Favonius have like a translator for her as well, don't they? Or is the Knights of Favonius have? I think someone has a translator for her.
Allow me to introduce Miss Fischl, a senior member of the Adventurers Guild.
Wow, she's senior member.
Oz, this is the traveler of whom I have spoken to you previously.
Oz trying to keep her intact as well is really funny always. Like keep her in place.
One finds the look in your eyes to be most agreeable.
There's like a weird echo,
Knight of the Knights
but it's
of
okay.
Favonius and travel companion Paimon. We are honored to meet you both.
You've heard so much about us though. What we heard about you?
Traveler, do you also mean to confront these cryptic crystals of darkness and doom? Crystic cryptos of doomness and what?
I believe that Main Fräulein does indeed refer to the meteorite strike.
The Adventurers Guild has so far been unable to ascertain the cause of the meteor shower, or the precise side effects of the meteorites. Hence, we recommend that adventurers travel in pairs for safety. Traveler, Fischl, please look out for one another on your journey, and exercise extreme caution at all times.
Very well then. You have always been a pious vassal, Catherine, and thus I shall acquiesce to your heartfelt plea for mine assistance. Rejoice, for to join the Prinzessin de Verurteilung on her majestic mission for—
It does. It's an eternity of elation, for sure. So this is how we met. This is how you like. It's so crazy we can't just do this in the game ever.
Is my master.
But I guess that's what makes the game special in a way too.
She hails from a world beyond known as Imanachreich. I am Main Fräulein's humble familiar, Oz the Raven.
Wow, that all sounds very impressive.
It's so weird saying the girl traveler here as well.
Paimon, and he's a traveler. We look forward to working with you.
In time, you will understand. The more time you spend with Miss Fischl, the clearer everything will become.
Blind to the glory of the Imanachreich, realm of everlasting night, though one can hardly expect more from a lowly traveler. Hence, it is not blasphemy but ignorance that be the cause of this transgression. One will therefore show clemency. Clemency?
Here we go. He's gonna.
Main Fräulein means to say hello.
These guys are the weirdest double.
I keep saying he's gonna, because like I'm so used to the male traveler being here. I thought he was gonna be like, what? But it's actually a girl traveler.
And talk.
Oh, and that's another thing. What's all this about traveling?
It's actually like, I don't know, it's so like, I don't know. I love that we get to see this now. But like, I'm also, wait, is this it? Holy hell, that's it. That's it. That's what the interaction was. I so wish we could just like if they had like a cutscene option. That's the stuff I would pay for. You know what I mean? If they were like, hey, you can buy a cutscene, I'd pay like €1 to see this cutscene, you know, in game. But it's still pretty cool. There's not much else to say about it, really. I think that we get a perfect encapsulation of what her personality is like from like or hanging out with her even has been really good. But like that's how she was introduced then in the game. Interesting. Because I guess we didn't get to really know her. I think I've gotten to know her through just her little dialogue and stuff like that, and the battle with her as well. But I thought it was gonna be a lot more. I thought it was gonna be a gigantic amount more. The next one is sent in by Phantom Vaporeon and is Crayon You and I lyrics. I thought You and I was like a symbol thing, but it's actually just You and I think. The Crayon stuff has been cool. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Because, it's not on Funimation. It is on Funimation, but they won't let me freaking subscribe again because it's going down. It's going under. And they won't put it on Crunchyroll either because they're changing distributors. When you're not around, I can't do anything relatable. I want to taste your cooking again? It's so... Yeah, that's like a really simple thing to miss about someone, isn't it? It is, I guess it is the small things, man. Does this make me feel weirdly emotional? Yeah, it's making me feel weirdly emotional, right? Are these two dating? If they're sisters, I apologize. Yeah, it's really lovely. And again, like I think this song so far is encapsulating the small things that you miss about someone that are like so important that like oh, it's making me sad. Making me think about the past, man. When you're out, I don't know what to do. Where do we keep the sugar in the song? Oh, it's such a good freaking line. I'm gonna cry. That's such a good line. Right? Like, hey, that's the smallest thing. Where do we keep this stuff? You know where we put this stuff. They must be sisters, right? Are they sisters? I don't know. It's hard to know. Just for your existence, man. Yeah, you do take a lot of the smaller things for granted. I'm gonna cry. This is not good. This is making, like, I'm a very like sensitive person, and like stuff like this like sets me off so easily, man. And in a good way, by the way. Don't feel bad about this, Phantom Vaporeon. It's just like, it makes you think about stuff, I guess, There's certain clothing items like I can't even wear ever again because I'm just like, oh, I remember this is a time when I was friends with this person, and now we don't talk as much anymore. And it's like, oh, I'll wear this. I'm wearing this instead. Pick something else, It's always very strange to me. It's a really pretty song, though. I'm not so sure of myself now. Jesus Christ! That's so sad to me. I know it's supposed to be like happy that they're coming back. I'm like, sorry if you hear anything. I'm like bopping along on the chair. It's very, I don't know, this is making me too emotional, man. I'm gonna cry. Stop this. Cease this. It's really good. And that's it. Well, we have to listen to the rest of the song because usually the ending of the song is just important. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. And it's advertising some stuff here, some like Evangelion stuff and stuff. I forgot that you guys can see this too because I record directly. I used to like download the videos, which is so silly. Like, what an idiot. That was really emotional. That got me really emotional. The next video is sent in by Kelty Surlate, and it is a video called the Fatui is actually kids friendly, and it has Sayu, it has Diana, and it had Klee, and it had Chi-Chi in it as well. Let's see what this is in the thumbnail. Klee's a 5-star, man. Klee's a 5-star. Oh my god, there are no... Where's Chi-Chi? Wait, Chi-Chi's a 5-star? No, it's not. Miko. Whoever edited this is insane. She lost the 50-50? So is she not very good? Oh no. Come on, I have candies. Oh no, leave him alone. Stay away from him. This is actually adorable though. It's really cute. Oh my god, they're all so cute. Klee's the cutest out of all of them. Sayu's a beast. You know what I mean? Wait, is that actually possible? Oh, Diana getting slapped with it though. Why me? Yeah, I'd run too. She keeps following him. This is a genuinely hilarious video. Level 77 as well. Now they're doing freaking Ring Around the Rosie on him. Oh, the maximum of hormone music. That was really, really funny. That like bright. That's what I needed. Like, and by the way, please, Orange Bang, do not. Sorry, Phantom Emporium, do not feel bad about making Calvin feel a bit sad. It's good. You know, you need to feel a bit of emotion sometimes. That was really funny. That was. Let's kill this motherfucker. The next one is sent in by Silver Water. It's actually a Honkai Star Rail White Knight music video. Is like a 2.0 music video. Is this like how they introduced 2.0? Oh, look at the hat. Wait, hold on. Okay, I've pressed skip on this song so many times because it's advertised on YouTube a lot. Whenever I cook dinner, I usually have my iPad there watching YouTube videos. And like, I think it's not because it's a bad song, it's just because like, you know, you skip something you're not going to watch the full thing of. I've heard this before, like the start of this. This is pretty as well. I can't wait to play this game because it's going to be like a whole different experience, Genshin. Like in terms of like battle systems, in terms of aesthetic, in terms of setting. Music, I think, is probably going to be different. Like this already feels so different from Genshin, you know? Similar like art style though, of course, but just different characters. Take you away. And who sings this? Like, is this song made for this game? And knowing Hoyoverse, this is not going to give me any copyright at all because they know how to advertise a game. They're very smart with advertising games. Like, they're so intelligent. They know that like that Let's Play communities are so important to like their games getting bigger, you know. So like even like the aesthetic in the background, the setting in the background is so different from what we've experienced in Genshin. I'm super excited to actually get into it at some point. It's gonna take a while, but we're gonna get there. And when we do get there, it's gonna be so exciting. So this is One Streams Every Day. So this is a 2.0 music video. Was this literally just for 2.0? Honkai Star Rail, and it's on. So it's not on Switch or Xbox. Is that for real? I guess actually the biggest player base I think is PC, is probably PC, and no, I'd say PlayStation is pretty big, but I think it's probably like also mobile is probably very big too, I'd say. The next one is sent in by Solvix, and this is a Mask of Deception game opening. I've heard of these games, but I've never gotten around to actually playing them myself. Mostly just because like it's always one of those things you brush by. Sometimes you're like, oh, like that looks interesting. But never got a chance to actually play it. You know, and I have no problem saying this, that like, you know, like depression definitely made me like not be as passionate about games as I was last year. The only time I was passionate about games really was on the channel, or when I played Alan Wake 2. I was like playing Alan Wake 2 like, oh frick yeah, this is amazing. But the channel really helped me with like getting passionate about games last year, because I love doing that type of stuff. But like outside the channel, I was playing like maybe 1 or 2 games every few months. Now I'm like so more passionate about games, and I would love to try more games like this. I mean, like this whole Roman React has made me very emotional because I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, you know. This looks really cool as well, though. Again, is this a visual novel or is it an RPG? I think it's a visual novel, right? Or maybe it's a mixture of both. It's beautiful. And the character designs are really good as well, aren't they? And the setting as well. They're getting a good setup for the setting too. A setting is so important. It's just as important as character designs, I feel. Oh, an army. The way old anime style does flames is so important to me. You just cut some down. Gorgeous, look at that. That's sick. That's a good character design as well. Another great character design also. Yeah, I'll have to check this out. I think it's on the Vita, but I think it's also on PlayStation as well now. And possibly some other consoles too. But I think it's on Vita for sure. If I'm remembering correctly. And I have a Vita. Yeah, look at these character designs, really good. Don't skimp on your character designs. Don't just give me Bob with a flannel. You know? Don't skimp on them. It's really cool as well. Really cool. A lot of really cool ideas for games as well that I always get here too. But again, like I said, like it's me just usually expanding my own horizons here with these Roma Reacts. That's what I always really like about them. That's what makes me excited. This next one is sent in by Rainstorm Riddles, and it is the Crayon song, a Danganronpa 3 animatic. Hold on a second. I had no idea what this is.
Kids, welcome back to the wonderful show's imaginary fun learning Emporium Palooza extravaganza.
Oh god. For kids? You sure? What is... Oh wow.
Kids, I'm the color red. I brought my friends to teach you about them. They're the colors of all the things you see. And red is me, the color of awesome things. Like hearts and roses and Mars. But most importantly, blood, 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 blood.
Blood, blood. Go on, Kokichi.
Hi, I'm orange like mac and cheese. Name other orange things now, if you please. You got pumpkins and tigers.
She's more yellow though, isn't she? Wait, we'll take it.
Bottles. Orange friend. La 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 la. Chill. What are you doing?
What I was born to do.
As you can probably guess, yellow's pretty fun.
John
You
Dad.
can find it on a bus or the race
John Dad.
If you ask me, yellow's number
Liver
one.
failure.
You like yellow, I'm sour,
John Dad.
try a lemon.
It actually is very Kokichi though, isn't it?
I once ate a bug that was the color green, but the ER said it was a poisonous thing. That explains why I threw up green. And inside that green, there were chunks of green. I bet you wish you had a list of green. Hooray!
Even Kokichi couldn't say anything.
That one. I like that verse.
Yeah, it was good.
The ocean is a place where creatures live. It's a deep blue sea. And it'll kill you to death. Especially if you're on Titanic. So let that sink in. Pun intended.
Yeah, pun intended, of course.
Blow this for us, man!
Don't blow it, he's making it better.
Purple is the color of many pretty things from a lilac.
Alright. That fits so well.
I guess it's my turn. There
Oh, sorry guys.
like
It
dirt.
popped out. I don't know how it does
Can't
this.
remember the words.
That's so weird.
Please don't hurt.
How does YouTube do this with the pop-out thing? It's so weird. Why does it do this?
White things include
All broken bones
and Dove sandpaper.
and rabies foam.
There's ivory.
Worth a lot of money. If you want to buy some, then email me.
Hooray!
Alright. That was great. And oh yeah, go on. I keep thinking it's over because they fade the music out. Of course.
Take care of the body. Shove them up a kid's nose or something.
What's the original for this, I wonder? I wonder what the original version of that is. That's really funny. Thank you, Raidstorm Riddles. It's always good to have a laugh. It's always good to have a little bit of a laugh. The next video is sent in by Victoria, and it is the character demo for Albedo, Contemplation in Chalk. Let's go. So he's actually like, I think he's an artist. I didn't even realize, which is really cool.
This is Timaeus' newest design. A commendable achievement. 20 more years.
20 more years.
And perhaps we can let him make a start on the textbook.
Great jacket as well, right?
Today.
Great jacket.
First forth.
He's a really cool character.
Moment of birth. The universe. The sable essence of the starry void. Earth. The accumulative memory of time and being. Soil. The origin of alchemy.
He's like
the basis of all
he seems like a main character, like protagonist style.
Chalk. The substance from which primal life is molded.
They put a lot of work into this character demo. Like, he seems even more important than most other characters. And he's best friends with Klee, of course. A character who creates is also best friends with someone who destroys, which is really, really neat to me. Crucible. Again, is it not available on Switch? Is like or on Xbox? I didn't even know that. Because I was like, man, I should play this on Xbox sometime too. Thank you very much for that, Victoria. The last video sent in, you actually got in just in time, is, what is it called? Genshin Impact Against All Odds. It's a song? Cool. Well, this is actually a nice way to end this as well. Have a nice listen to this. This is the type of song I would really like to. I actually might like get this song as well. Now I don't know if I put it in a video because it's probably like, you know, it's very serious, but it's still very good. really, really pretty. And it feels like almost like you were like infiltrating a castle or something, right? What's this called again? Against All Odds. Mondstadt chapter. Again, this is probably a song that we've like heard at least once, or maybe like came across at least once. But it's always good to hear them again if I haven't heard them. It's a really beautiful part as well. This is the type of stuff that I would have been into as well, like growing up as well, that would stick with me forever, you know? This type of music as well. Especially this part here. So good. It's actually so good. And I like this background as well, though, It really makes me like. I'm sorry that like I hope I'm not staying too silent during these songs. Sometimes I'm just like bopping my head along listening to this stuff. It's really gorgeous, though. That's not it, is it? No, these songs go by so fast. Soulbar's Redbubble. I've heard a few problems with Redbubble artist design getting stolen sometimes. And that is it for this week's Roma React, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. This is you know, there's more admissions than ever before as it comes to Roma React, which is a good thing. It just means that more people are supporting the channel. And I thank you guys so much for always sending in some good videos and not always overloading the channel with big gigantic videos as well. You're always very, very good with that. Thank you so much to TieFire02, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, Normal Cara, Rachel S, The Ghost of Itazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, S-Kun, Yuld, Radish, Poker Girl, Tedder, and Fruity. Yeah, there was a lot today. I think there was like, if I can count really quickly, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's the most we've ever had. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah. I'll see you guys either next week for the next Roman's Reactor, or I'll see you guys very soon for the next video. See ya.